SABC, host broadcaster of the G20 South Africa 2025.
And welcome back to Nasrec Expo Centre, and of course the SABC team out in full force, making sure that we cover every inch of this G20 summit for you. And let's take it out to our reporter Lerato Makola. She's outside in the Nasrec precinct and just keeping an eye on the traffic as much as anything else happening. But I believe she has now moved over to Sandton, so that's where she is. Let's cross over to Lerato to give us a sense of where she's at and what's happening there. Lerato, good morning to you once again. I believe you're in Sandton now.
Yes, indeed, Sakina. Well, we have moved at the Nasrec precinct. We are now monitoring traffic at the Greyston Drive in Sandton. Well, Sakina, we are monitoring traffic at the Greyston Drive in Sandton. As I've mentioned, well, earlier on, we saw a motorcade ferrying delegates and the delegates and the heads of state making their way from the accommodation sites to the Nasrec Expo Center where the summit is being held. Well, I'm just going to step out of the shot so that my colleague Liepo can show the viewers at home. Well, there's police visibility here at the Nasrec at the Sandton, at the Greyston Sandton, Greyston Drive in Sandton. Police visibility is extremely high with the police officers stationed at major intersections to ensure the safety and security of the delegates. As I've mentioned that earlier on before you came to us, we saw motorcades ferrying the delegates or the heads of state as they are making their way to the Nasrec Expo Center. While we expect traffic is expected to surge as the delegates are making their way to the Nasrec Expo Center. While Sakina, there's traffic wardens here who are also directing pedestrians, directing traffic. Well, I'm just going to ask my colleague so that he can show you the bridge that the pedestrians are using, because the traffic wardens are directing the pedestrians to use this bridge as they are not allowed to use this road. As I've mentioned that the motorcades ferrying the delegates and or the heads of state is using the Greyston Drive in Sandton. Well, Sakina, what I can tell you is that police visibility is extremely high here at the Greyston Drive in Sandton. Police officers are stationed here to ensure that everything runs smooth, to ensure that the delegates, as they are making their way to the Nasrec Expo Center where the summit is being held, it runs smooth. And well, as you can see that there are officers directing traffic, and while security remains tight around the avenue. While we tried to engage with some of the residents here at the Greyston Drive, but they didn't want to speak to us. But yesterday we engaged with some of the commuters at the Eastgate taxi rank, Sakina, and the commuters have expressed frustration, saying that the road closures is affecting their ability to move around the city, saying this has led to difficulties accessing public transport, because some of them mentioned that they didn't have a taxi to transport them to Rivoli, and they said that this is causing delays when it comes to travel times. However, we went to Soweto to engage with entrepreneurs, business owners, just to get a sense of how the G20 Summit is affecting them. Well, they've expressed happiness, saying that the G20 Summit has brought in more customers, and it has also increased the revenue for them. So we have mixed emotions talking about the G20, and as the hard lockdown continues to be implemented around the Nasrec Expo Center and the FNB and here at the Greyston Drive in Sandton. Well, yesterday we engaged with the JMPD spokesperson, Kolani Fihla, who mentioned that they have put in place security protocols for the duration of this summit, and they are on high alert for any planned protest, unplanned protest around the precinct. And while yesterday we saw the Operation Dudula Sakina with other organization staging a protest at the Nasrec, and we saw the police officers preventing them from marching to the Nasrec Expo Center where the summit is being held. And we understand that a case of a public violence and the assaulting police officers has been opened. And well, we are monitoring the traffic here at the Grayston Drive, and as I've mentioned that traffic is expected to surge as the delegates, the heads of states, are making their way from their accommodation sites to the Nasrec Expo Center where the summit is being held. But later on, we'll try to speak with the JMPD spokesperson, Kolani Fihla, just to tell us about the traffic and when the roads will be opened. But for now, back to you in studio, Sakina.
Well, thanks so much to our reporter Lerato Makola. She's made her way from the Nasrec precinct to Grayston Drive in Sandton, and just giving you a shot there of what the traffic situation is currently like. And of course, those disruptions will continue. A little bit of pain, but there will be great gain to be had. And this Leader Summit, of course, concludes today. And we are coming to you live here from the Nasrec Media Center at the Expo Center, and of course much more to come here on SABC News.